Good morning. Yesterday we talked about customary units of volume, and today we're going to use what we learned and talk about converting units of volume. I have my handy dandy chart from yesterday, and I'm also going to take this and make another little chart for me just in my notes so that when I'm converting I can also look at these conversions in a different way. So this is all related to the gallon, right? But I want to zoom in on little parts as well. So for example, 1 cup is going to be, so if I take one little cup and look at it, it's the same as 8 ounces. And I'm going to think about now 1 pint. And 1 pint is the same as 2 cups. And then I'm going to take 1 quart. And I'm going to think of 1 quart as being equal to, which 1 quart is equal to 2 pints. But that 1 quart is also equal to 4 cups. Oh, yeah, here we go. Equal to 4 cups. And then I'm going to think about the whole gallon. The whole gallon is equal to 4 quarts. 1 gallon is also equal to 8 pints. And of course you can count it on here. So you can say, okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 pints. And then 1 gallon is also equal to 16 cups. All right. So let's go ahead and do some conversions. We're going to start by making some charts, kind of like we did with converting length. I'm going to start with gallons to cups. Okay, so I'm also going to revisit this, and the same works for liquid units as well, or volume. So if I have a gallon is a large unit, and for converting it to a small unit, that means we are going to multiply. So the next question is, what are we going to multiply by? Well, I know that 1 gallon is equal to 16 cups. So we're going to say, okay, well, 1 gallon is equal to 16 cups. That means it's the gallon times 16. So if I have 2 gallons, multiply that times 16, I'm going to get 32 cups. Okay, 3 gallons would be 48 cups. 4 gallons, 4 times 16 is going to be 64 cups. Okay, so that's one way you can make your conversions. You can make a chart. This time I want to practice going from cups to pints. Okay, so I'm going to use this chart up here. We know 1 pint is equal to 2 cups. So if I have 2 cups, now remember, cups are smaller than pints. So if we go from small to large units, we need to divide. So what am I going to divide by? Well, because there's 2 cups in every pint, I'm going to divide by 2. So 2 divided by 2, that's going to equal 1 pint. If I have 4 cups, divide that by 2, it's going to get me 2 pints. I'm going to just skip ahead to 8. 8 divide that by 2 is going to get me 4 pints. And another random one, 22. 22 cups divided by 2 is going to get me 11 pints. Okay. Let's go to, let's do cups to quarts. All right, so again, we're going from a smaller unit to a larger unit. So how many cups are in each quart? So 1 quart is 4 cups, and we're going from a small unit to a larger unit. So I'm going to divide by 4, because for every 1 quart there is 4 cups, and you can always check your chart to see. So here's my quart, and sure enough, 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. Okay. So if I have 4 cups, I'm going to divide that by 4. That will get me 1 quart. 8 divided by 4 is going to give me 2. 16 divided by 4, that's going to give me 4 quarts. And then 24 divided by 4, that is going to get me 6 quarts. Okay, we're going to practice converting different units, and you might want to pause and practice, or you might even need to rewind and look over it again as we're going over this. I'm also going to be referring to this. If you've got this handy, it will help you use it. So we're going to start with 4 gallons, and we want to know how many pints that is. Well, we know that we're going from a large unit like gallons to a small unit like pints. And so we're going to need to multiply. Okay. And so you might be saying, okay, what are we going to multiply by? Well, if I have 1 gallon is 2, 4, 6, 8 pints. So I'm going to need to multiply by 8. Okay, and then 4 times 8 is going to get me 32. So I should have 32 pints. I'm going to check my work, kind of like I did with the length. I'm going to say, okay, well, I've got 4 gallons here. Okay, for each gallon. And I know that every gallon is 8 pints. So 8, and then 16, 24, and then 32 pints. And sure enough, I got the same number. And if I wanted to, I can realize here, I can box these in, and I have made a table, a horizontal table. You can check your answer that way if you're feeling unsure, or just make sure you're correct. Next one, 12 cups to however many quarts. And again, we're looking at the size, and so cups are a small unit, and we're going to a larger unit, so that means we are going to divide. So the question is, what are we going to divide by? Well, if I'm not sure, I can always come back here and say, okay, I have cups to quarts, so for every quart, I have 4 cups. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in that quart. Okay, side. So I'm going to divide by 4. So 12 divided by 4 should get me 3 quarts. Okay, I'm going to check my work now. Okay, so I know that every 4 cups is going to equal 1 quart. Okay, so 4 cups, 8 cups is going to be 2 quarts. Then 12 cups would give me 3 quarts. Sure enough, 12 cups, 3 quarts, that is what I got. You have made a chart, or a table, sorry. Boom. Let's do one more together. Okay, we've got gallons to cups. This one's kind of a big difference, but again, this chart makes it easy for us. So for every gallon, I have 16 cups. So go from a big unit to a small unit, I multiply. So times, and because we double checked, for every gallon, we have 16 cups, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, sure enough, times 16. So 5 times 16, I can do the math off to the side here. Should be 80 cups. Okay, so I'm going to check my work with a little chart here. Well, a number line. I'm going to turn into a chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are all my gallons. 2 gallons, 3 gallons, 4 gallons, 5 gallons. Each gallon is 16 cups. So that's 16, 32, 48, 64, and 8 cups. And I have made a chart or a table for gallons to cups as well. Check my work. All right, so in your blend module, you will have a practice page, and you may just solve it one way, or you can also check your work by drawing a little table, or it's a number line that we've turned into a table. It can help you out. I do highly recommend using your Big G gallon chart to help you out with this too. It really does help you visualize the units. Of course, reach out if you have any questions. I'm happy to help, and have fun. I'll see you later. Bye.